We gather here to remember and in solidarity with the victims of Taftan bombing. Taftan is a very small border town. It's on the border of Pakistan and Iran. Just to give you a background, a bombing took place a few days back in which around 30 people they died in it and scores were injured. I think around more than 50 people were injured in this. All of them are Shias. Most of them are from Kohat, which is another small town in north of Pakistan. This border town where the attack took place, it's in the southern part of Pakistan. What were they doing there? They were mainly families. They are the Shia people. They belong to the Shia Islam, the sect of Islam. So they go on a pilgrimage to Iran by road. Because they cannot afford to travel by air, so they go by bus. It's a very long journey from Kohat till Quetta. It's around anywhere 800 kilometers, and from Quetta till Taftan it's another 700 kilometers journey. And Taftan, to give you an idea, it's a barren land. It's almost a desert, sparsely populated. So there were around 10 buses which had come back from the pilgrimage. They were staying overnight in Taftan in 2 small motels. Some reports suggest there were around 300 people. The attack was carried out by a jihadi group. This time they changed their name to Jaish ul-Islam or something. Before they used to call themselves Lashkar-e-Jhangi. The thing to look out for here is don't fall for these names and the acronyms like LEJ and LET. It's like a jihadi alphabet soup. They derive their inspiration, or they're driven by the same murderous ideology which is propagated by Saudi Arabia. It's called Wahhabism. So these are Salafists, these are Salafist groups. Their ideology is simple. They say that if you don't follow our version of religion, you're a non-believer, and every non-believer, if you kill a non-believer, you get a one-way ticket to heaven. So with that ideology, they kill every non-believers, and especially Shias are a juicier target for them because Shias are Muslims, but they're not their kind of Muslims. So coming back to the Taftan incident, there were like around 300 people in 2 motels, 2 different buildings. The terrorists attacked them. There were 4 of them. They were obviously wearing suicide jackets. So first they come in and they start shooting blindly. And when people, gather strength or courage, muster up courage to grab these attackers, they simply press the button and blow themselves up. So around 30 people were killed. As I've mentioned, they were poor people because if you're rich, you just buy an airplane ticket and don't put your life at risk. Another thing to note here is because it's a long journey and it's a pilgrimage, so mostly relatives travel together. So again, most of the victims here are relatives, so it is a high probability that there are like 2 or 3 victims from the same family.
I joined the Greens because of Tampa, and so refugee issues are really important to me. I think that we're a big country. People should be able to come to this country. We should be able to give them safety. I thought it was terrible what happened during Tampa, but now we're actually deliberately trying to destroy people's souls. That's not the Australia I grew up in, and it shouldn't be the Australia we accept.